Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can tell by the title of the video, you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. So it's going to be sort of like a little tutorial slash story time video. So if you guys want to learn how to get this look and find out how I ran somebody over, just keep on watching and yeah. Okay guys, so I already primed my eyelid like usual, so we're going to just jump right into it. I'm going to go into Access, which is the blue right in this corner. So I'm just going to put this right into my crease and just kind of creative outline of where I want this shadow. And I'm just going to keep doing this while building up this color. And I'm just going right into my crease in my inner socket of my eye too. But yeah, where do I start off? So I want to say this was 3 days before my birthday. My birthday is on April 22nd. So I want to say it was the 19th of April. I was coming out of work and it was about like 8:30. It was already getting pretty dark outside. Well, it was pretty dark. There was like no sun. So anyways, I'm just going to keep building this color up. So yeah, I was getting out of work and it was like 8:30. No, like 8:20, 8:30. And I was coming out of the parking lot, and basically the mall building is like right here, and then the parking lot is like right across the street, and in between the garage and like the mall there's like this little driveway where you can exit and then go onto the street. So basically whenever you exit the mall, you just go straight down, and then there's a stop sign because there's a street going this way. So coming out of the parking lot, basically the street goes this way, so you have to turn right when you get out. So as I was coming out, I stopped at the stop sign, I looked at both ways, and then I just proceeded to go. And as I went, all I heard was this guy scream, "Watch out, like, watch out," like pretty loud. And I just remember hitting him with my car, and he was on a bike. So I like slammed on my brakes and like I hit him obviously, and like he just went on top of the roof and then fell down. Put my car on emergency. I turned on the emergency lights, and like I just like basically ran out and like, you know, apologized right away. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you, like are you okay, like are you hurt?" And he was like screaming, and he was like, "Oh my god, you effing ran me over, like what's wrong with you?" And like just yelling at me. So I'm like freaking out. I dragged him onto the cement because he couldn't get up because his leg was broken. And so I dragged him on the cement. This lady was exiting the parking lot, and she didn't see what happened, but she saw what was going on, and she got off her car and she asked me if everything was okay, and I told her what happened. I told her, you know, I hit this guy on a bike and, you know, his leg's broken, and, you know, I was very scared. I was very anxious. Like all of my emotions were just like running and beating through my mind. Like it was just a really scary experience, and like my anxiety was like just through the roof. Like I could not believe what just happened, and I just kept thinking like, fuck, like I'm gonna go to jail. What did I just do? Like I literally just hit somebody with my car. Like his leg is broken. Like he's freaking out, I'm freaking out. Like it was just really, really crazy. She's on the phone calling the cops, and he's like yelling at me, calling me stupid and whatever. And then he tells me, oh, like, and I tell him, I'm like, "Sir, like the officers are coming, so you can't leave. Like this is like a scene, like you can't leave. Like your foot's broken, like you need the ambulance." And he's like, "Oh, don't call the cops. Like you're gonna put me in your car and you're gonna take me home." And I'm like, "No, like I'm not leaving. You're not leaving. Like the cops are coming. Like you need to relax. Like you're gonna get help." And he's like, "Oh, the cops are coming, the cops are coming, like you need to hide my beer." And he had like a flask in his pants, and he had like a backpack and like a bunch of other stuff, and he had a bunch of like beer on him, and he was like, "Open your trunk, like put my beer in your car." I don't drink, but I'm holding it for somebody. I was like, "No, like I can't put your drinks in my car, like no, like no." So he's getting mad because I don't want to put his beer in my car, and meanwhile like a bunch of people are like stopping their cars trying to watch what happened, like being nosy. In that moment, like I just called Ivan and I was like, "Hey, like I just hit somebody with my car," and like I was freaking out. So he like calmed me down, and he was like, "You know, where are you?" Like so I told him, and then him and my brother came on their way to pick me up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the color Rowdy, which is the color right on the bottom corner. The cops get there, and like very like, dude, like in the movies, like there was like 4 cops, like they were on the opposite side of the street. They had a U-turn to get where I was at, and you just see them like speeding off, you see the ambulance, and like it looked crazy, and like that did not help. I was already anxious as it was, and I had like a full-on panic attack. And so yeah, the cops get there, and one comes up to me, like I'm in my car like freaking out, literally crying because I think I'm going to jail. He comes up to me and proceeds to ask me like what happened, what's going on, like we got a call that somebody got ran over, like, you know, are you okay, where's the person, like he was just like asking me questions, you know. And so I'm over here crying, and I'm like, no, you know, I didn't see him, I was pulling out, and you know, I just hit him, like it just happened so instant. The cops like talked for a little bit, and like I was just waiting in my car the whole time. And so they talked, and they told me that first of all, like the traffic is going this way, right? He was going, this is him, he was going this way. He should have been on the opposite side of this street. Second, he was drunk, under the influence, and even if it's just riding a bike, it's still considered a DUI. So that's another thing. Another reason he was at fault was because he had no jacket, no like lights, no flashers, reflectors, anything on his bike, a helmet, like nothing. So there was no way for me to even see. So they just continued to tell me like it was an accidents happen, and you know, he's gonna be fine. And while they're talking to me, this guy over there is like on the floor, talking to the other cops, and he's like yelling at them because his candy was like on the floor, and he was like, oh, give me my candy, like I need my candy or whatever. So they put him on the stretcher, they give him his candy, and like he just starts laughing, like crazy laughing, like it freaked me out. And they were like, you see, like he's clearly like drunk, like he's gonna be fine, like he's over there laughing, eating candy. The officers told me since all of that, like he was the one at fault, so like I just needed somebody to pick me up, and then I could have gone home. So that happened. And I just remember calling my boss and like telling her what happened, because I'm telling you guys, I was really, really anxious. I had like a total of like 2 panic attacks within that night, and then I had nightmares like for like a week straight after that. No, but after that, I just remember like going home that night, and I was just tripping out the entire night, because I was like, dude, like I almost like, I don't know if this is dramatic to say, but I almost like killed somebody. Like I literally hit somebody with my car, broke his leg. Is like a leg, like it's just straight. His leg was like the opposite way. Your foot's supposed to bend the opposite way. His foot was bending like the complete opposite way, and you can just like, just looking at it, I was like, whoa, like what? I just kept saying, what the fuck? That's all I remember saying, is just what the fuck, like over and over and over again, because I just could not believe it. I'm just thankful to that lady who stopped and like helped me out, because I was clearly not in the right state of mind to call the cops myself. I was freaking out, I was crying. Like she stayed there until they got there, and I really appreciate her. To this day, I don't know who it was, but shout out to you, because I would not been able to have my shit together if you hadn't been there. I'm gonna go into Destiny, which is that green and I'm just lightly blending out Axis with it, just lightly. And something I never want to experience again. And now like I do not leave the parking lot at the same exit ever again. Like I just go all the way around, because fuck that shit. Like it was scary. I would never want any of you guys to experience that. Yeah guys, I totally hit somebody with my car, and it was the craziest experience of my life. I never want to experience that again. Also gave the cops my phone number and told them like if he needed help paying for the medical bills or anything, like to let me know. And they were like, no, you don't have to do that, like he's drunk, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, but still, like I broke his fucking leg, like I should at least help him. And they took down my number, and they just told me that, you know, if they needed anything they would call me, and just to call on the report. And I did. And you know, they never told me anything else about the guy. Guys, please do not drink and drive, whether it's just on a bike or a fucking skateboard or just walking, or no, call an Uber or have somebody take you if you really need to go somewhere that bad. I'm gonna go in with the MAC 24-hour extended eye base. So I'm just gonna basically stamp this on, and it's kind of like hard to see because it's like a clear base, but I'm just putting it right on top of all the colors. So now I'm gonna go in with the electric shadow from the same palette. And I'm going in with a A27 Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to pack this right on. Now that I have the shimmer on, I'm going to go back into Rowdy and just buff it right into the shimmer just to get a really, really nice transition. Then I'm going to go into Access and Rowdy and just basically buff these two into my lash line. And this is the finished look, you guys. I went ahead and added some eyeliner onto my waterline and just buffed it out and added some lashes. But as for now, that is it. That is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you guys would like to see more story time. I just want to say, if you guys are driving at night, please drive safe and always double check at least both sides to make sure no one's crossing the street. I never want anybody to experience this ever because it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. But anyways, I hope you guys like this tutorial and this story time, and I hope you guys like this look right here. But yeah, as for now, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That way you can keep up with my videos. But as for now, have a good night, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.